Well, we'd like to know what you think. Should Father's Day be renamed Special Persons Day? To vote in the poll.
Army recruiters have apparently been told not to hire as many men. News Corp is reporting defence recruiters have been warned they'll be penalised if they don't pick women to fill most jobs.
Well, because there's only 12% of women, and clearly that's an unhealthy environment.
That men cannot control themselves and deal with their own issues. It is not women's fault that men behave like morons and like pigs. You're okay. Did it because you liked.
If you dropped into this country from outer space and started reading the media, you would think that the men of this country are vastly, they're wife-beating, porn-consuming, wife...
I'm the mother of 2 boys, and I see the way society is changing to a position where being a man is somehow you have to apologise for.
Sydney Barber is being taken to the Human Rights Commission after refusing to give a haircut.
Yeah, Sam Rahim is being accused of discrimination by a woman because he refused to cut her daughter's hair.
Yeah, the reason why we rejected it is because it's a barber shop. I only specialise in cutting men's hair. She could have just walked to the next hairdresser. Like I said, it's 20 seconds down where I am from.
Yeah, and there are laws to protect female gyms and female-only services.
And the best way to prevent this crime and keep all women safe isn't by changing the behaviour of women, but by changing the behaviour of men. Maybe we should be telling our boys not to rape them.
If I did to her what she did to me, I wouldn't be sitting here, I'd be in jail.
He wants to know about male victims domestic violence.
Every reference in here is all pointing to the male being the perpetrator.
Now, we know some women's groups will challenge what you're about to hear. A report which says 1 in 3 are victims of some kind of abuse. They simply just don't always report it.
Now, you could buy Dad a cake at Woolworths over the weekend, but the supermarket giant also released a Special Persons Day cake.
G'day.
How are you?
I'm good. Do you remember me?
Yeah, I remember. I was wondering whether you remember.
I could not forget it. I've still got the picture on my phone.
What's happened?
When did we meet, Amy?
A few years ago, actually.
And what happened?
I went to get a picture with you after the show, and I kind of got dared to grope onto your downstairs region, and you were very shocked. So I've still got the picture on my phone.
I think you got removed by security.
I did get removed by security, and then you blocked me on Facebook.
And then you said, spew it.
Yeah, I was spewing.
To leave your kids with a male childcare worker. A 21-year-old man says he lost his job looking after kids at a hotel chain in Sydney. Now, it's that annoying habit of over-explaining basic concepts to women. It's called mansplaining. Explaining, so fellas.
The Me Too movement was meant originally, as we just heard, to empower women and give some women the confidence, I guess, to call out sexism. Has it been derailed a little?
Absolutely. It's been given women a licence to destroy men.
Well, now there are millions of parents and grandparents in this country who may be reluctant to show their children affection in public for fear they'll be labelled a dirty old man. That highlights a growing trend where all men are considered potential predators. Some of these innocent men have been questioned, even detained by police while going about their parental duties. As James Thomas reports,
on a flight to Sydney, passenger John McGurr says that Virgin Airlines treated him like a sexual predator.
A stewardess came up and she said, I'm going to have to ask you to move. I said, why? She goes, because you're not allowed to sit next to children, because you're a male.
As a successful female journalist in Australia. Did you like men being banned this morning from the airwaves?
The red pill is about looking at these issues in an honest way, even when it's uncomfortable.
The documentary has been slammed by women's groups as misogynist propaganda.
A controversial documentary on the men's rights movement has had screenings in Melbourne cancelled after a petition claimed the film was misogynistic propaganda.
Firstly, it plays into the narrative of the men's rights groups, nutters who say that there's this incredibly oppressive feminist force that is suppressing men's voice. And this actually proves them right.
Being with us.
I would like to say I'm for gender equality, I'm for women's rights and men's rights now, and I'm not a men's rights activist, and the film was not funded by MRAs. That is a lie that's being perpetuated by Australian media. TheRedPillMovie.com.
Violence against women starts with disrespect. The excuses we make allow it to grow. Violence against women, let's stop it at the start.